Hey, B. How you doing? Hey, Sky Ripper. How's things, people? Looking up how to save the planet. How's everyone doing? I'm doing good. Doing good. Went to the shop. Got a couple of snacks. If you haven't tried it, you got to try this. Thoughts on Tommy Rob. By Tommy Rob, you mean Tommy Robinson? Hey, how you doing? 1-to-1. Good all day. Good all day, then I'll ruin it. Preston. No. I've never been to Preston. It's near Manchester, right? How you doing, guys? How's your morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are? The hat is only for the quiz. I do have it though. I do have it. Yeah. The classic. Beautiful, right? Sanchilla, how are you? What should we talk about, guys? Mr. Wolfenstall. Yeah, not everyone's a fan, but you can't please everybody, right? Yes, Teddy. What's the topic today? What's the topic? Someone kick us off with a topic. Favorite winter Olympic event. Topic is the Terry's chocolate orange. A chocolate to be underestimated. Not to be underestimated. God told me to tell you that he sees you doing your best and to keep going. What a beautiful message. I love that, Core MC. I could be doing better. I'll tell you that much. I could be doing a hell of a lot better. Man, I just went out. Took a quick drive to the local shop. I shouldn't really do it. I've been good all day with the food. But yeah, Terry's chocolate orange Cheetos are in my eyesight. Are in my periphery. I like your voice. Everyone hates their own voice though, don't they? Or is that just me? Tomorrow's another day. Yeah, for sure. Tried by fire. The more you get burned, the more resilient you become. Core MC is just dropping some absolute gems. Don't punish yourself. Calories can be burned. Yeah, they can, but it's a lot harder to burn them, right? What is it, an hour or so on the treadmill? 100 calories a mile. But I know what you mean. You're right. We're calorie burning machines. We need calories. Kilocalories. Do a bunch of kettlebell swings. Funny you say that. I've been looking at kettlebell videos recently. Trying to get into it. Yeah. Trying to get into it. Clean and press. Kettlebell swings. And then round the shoulders as well. Good workout. How you been, Esmond? How's things? The name is Flo. Opening a bar of chocolate on a Thursday would be crazy work. That's some discipline. I wouldn't call it crazy. I wouldn't call it crazy, but yeah, I know what you mean. What's the point? Ruin it. The weather is abysmal. You in Italy? You there for the Winter Olympics? Auditing Britain, Billy Moore. I can't say the names ring a bell. You're in Brum. You're in Brum. Nice. The closest you get to the edge, the more you see of life, and the harder it becomes. Hate from Ohio. I don't know why it always gets me. I don't think it's the message, it's the spontaneity of it. Favorite sandwich. These are the real life questions. trying to think of what I get when I get a meal deal. I don't know. What about yours? You got me thinking. Too many choices. Favorite sandwich. Favorite sandwich. You know, a sandwich I haven't had in a while. Cheese and pickle. I haven't had a cheese and pickle sandwich in a while. Egg and cress. It's got to be on the list. Chicken mayo, sweet corn, Coke Zero. But the beef hula hoops are strong. That's a strong order. Likewise, Marcus. Beautiful message. Egg and cress is a summer sandwich. I mean, it's a sandwich whenever you want to eat it, right? Prawn mayo. I'm not a fan of seafood personally. Not my thing. Fastest first, how you doing? What's your favourite sandwich, fastest first? Shoot, Hamza. Egg and cress is rank. I like it. I like it. It tantalises my taste buds. What can I say? I've been sick. Theodore. Hope you're doing better, man. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a UK British Army veteran in Theodore. Show him some love if you can. Not bad. Tuna mayo. Favorite McDonald's item from any country. They did a paneer. The people that don't know, paneer is cheese. Type of cheese. Yeah. Theodore, all I can do is echo what Teddy says. Tomorrow's another day. Brand new day. Brand new start. Katie Williams, welcome in. Flo, it's the end of day 6 at the games. How's it all going for you? Are you out there? Where is it? Turin? Good luck to you, man. We're all rooting for you. Watching it on TV. How's it going so far? Any controversy? Whenever I think of the Olympics, I've got to be honest, I think of a few events. 100-meter sprint. All right. All the races, 4x100. I mean, I was around when Jonathan Edwards hit is it the long jump record? I don't think that was the Olympics, that was the World Championships. Friday the 13th, indeed. It is nigh upon us. Italy's first right now in the medal standing. Wow. What's the highlight event in the Winter Olympics? I've got no idea. Forgive my ignorance. Mackie's order. I've been enjoying the arch. I've got to be honest. The big arch. 5 chicken selects and a large fat. That's a strong order. That's a strong order. The classic Big Mac McChicken. I normally get a large Big Mac meal. McChicken on the side. And if the sugar donuts look good, I might indulge. If they twist my arm, I might indulge in a sugar donut. Mackies. Guys are making me hungry. Highlights a men's ice hockey tournament. I should have figured. I just watched a documentary on the US and Russia in an ice hockey tournament. I think it was the 80s. Classic what they did. Never tried the chicken Big Mac. Don't think I ever will. Don't think I ever will, but the Big Arch has got to be, or the Big Tasty is up there now in my favourites. For me, it's always the classic Big Mac. 1980s, that was it. I just watched that documentary. Yes, Max. Good to hear from you. How you doing? Miracle on Ice. Yeah, I should have known it was relevant. To be honest, I didn't put two and two together. Winter Olympics just not on my radar. Used to be when I was young. Sorry, not the Winter Olympics, Summer Olympics. Used to be into it when I was younger, but now not so much. Worth a try at least. Yeah, try anything once, twice if you like it. For sure. Agree with the method. Agree with the method. I'm stuck in my ways, Teddy. What can I say? I'm stuck in my ways. All right. I need to venture out beyond the horizon, as Core MC was saying. How old are you? Have a guess. Have a guess. Canadian paper. I never tried it. I never tried it. How you doing, sir? Milano Cortina 2026 Olympic closing ceremony is next Sunday in Verona. You reminded me of Romeo and Juliet from Verona. My channel is about gloves. That's cool. We were just having a chat earlier. We were talking about the reduction of single-use plastics. Yeah, I've missed it. They were doing this around the world thing. You know, oh yeah, I remember, Teddy. Yeah, I'll tell you what put me off. They had these, I don't know what they were, Chinese or pepper chicken wings or something. I can't remember from what part of the world they were doing that when they were doing the world menu. But yeah, it just was not nice, right? I don't think they were cooked right. I don't think they were cooked right. It just put me off. February 22nd. Yeah, I did miss out. I missed out on that, for sure. Yeah, gutted. They did this round the world menu at Mackey's. Can't be more than a month ago. Can't be more than a month ago. That was it, the Australian pineapple burger. I had something on the side of it with something. Oh, you're doing a trivia tonight. What time? On pop music. Sounds cool. Good luck for it. Hope it goes well. On pop music, starting in 10 minutes. If anyone fancies a trivia night in the chat, you know where to go. The Evan Almighty returns for his first trivia night, pop music. Promises to be a night of sheer entertainment. Twists and turns, ups and downs, smiles and frowns, injury time winners, pop culture, trivia, titans, unite. And check out Evan Almighty. Good luck to it though. Seriously. Hope it goes well. Chat soon, man. Speak soon. Mr. Evan. I'll always have a soft spot for that name. I'll always have a soft spot for that name. Are you going to be checking the Paralympic Games? Maybe. Maybe. If I'm around. Tune in. Why not? There was a Welsh rugby player called Ian Evans. Or Ewan. Player and a half he was. You love the games, Hamza. Let the games begin. How you doing, 316? How's things? Good to hear. I mean, in Walthamstow, you're not short of them. You're not short of the good old chicken shop. There's a few Morleys around my neck of the woods. Dixie used to be the spot for me about 20 years ago, when you could get like 2 chicken burger meals for £6. You'd have a full belly. You'd have a full belly. Good old days. Theodore, right back at you. You're an ex-veteran. You are a gentleman and a scholar. Hold on to that. Tomorrow's a new day. As Teddy was saying. Bossman burger, tell me about it. What, double fillet? Or fillet hash brown? Or fillet hash brown cheese? Popeyes. I never tried it. I never tried a Popeyes. They say we are the 51st state. They do say that. Everything jumps across the pond eventually. Yeah. I never tried it. When I went to the States, I tried, what they have it there? Chick-fil-A. I wasn't that impressed, to be honest. Nothing on a Morley's. Big up the boss man who always puts in an extra wing. Cry. Tears. Absolute tears. When you've ordered 6 wings and there's 7 in there. Beautiful moment. Beautiful moments. You don't really like the US right now. I don't know. It's up to you. I'm entitled to your opinion. I know what you're talking about. Oh, Charles, mate, who won it? Bethany. Unreal performance. Unreal performance for the quiz by Bethany, who came second. Annie. All new players. The league table is going to go crazy. An extra win or two. Truth Seeker, I know you will be. We'll organise the next quiz. More bus man shops, less politics. I tell you what, I went to Pepe's. Pepe's. Underrated. Underrated chicken shop. I take Adore wasn't around. Adore came. So listen. So basically, I started introducing description questions. Um, right. So like to get people's take on something, like describe aerodynamics was one of the questions, or describe what would you do to save the environment. But I'm not sure if it went down too well, Charles. Beppe DeMarco. Yeah. What do you think? How you doing, Danny? Welcome in, man. Hope you're doing all right. Yeah, so there was a few fair disputes. Yeah, agreed. Agreed. But the idea is to laugh and learn, you know? Also, it's nice, I think, you know? It makes it more memorable. Also, in the quiz, we had a lot of people saying there's AI involved. I thought describing something might make it a little bit more human friendly. Ban religions which are violating human rights. Hey, Harch, how you doing? All the disputes can be funny. What are the human rights? Someone did, you know what? It's funny you say that. In the quiz, we did have that question. Name a piece of legislation. And someone did write the Humanitarian Act. Would the Humanitarian Act list out human rights? That's correct. We are not in the EU anymore since 2020. Gosh, 2020 was 6 years ago. COVID was 6 years ago. Three one six. Oh, the quiz seemed like lots of fun. Yeah. It was good. Yeah, we're in the European Economic Area. We're still in the EEA, just not in the EU. 2020 was not mate. I don't remember the last time I had a good year. Yeah, all went a bit peak tongue. Love lockdown. Some people did. Some people did. Welcome in, Kaylee Williams. Hope you're doing well. What do you love about lockdown, Teddy? Tell me. Because of the pandemic. Yeah. 2020 was for getting pissed, to be fair. What was I doing, mate? What was I doing? Did my first tour of the Falklands in 2020. Tour of the Falklands. The Falklands are a set of islands. The Falklands War, when did that happen? Early 80s? British territory against Argentina. I'm sure some people feel isolated if you're living by yourself, for sure. The boy's going to go into hiking. And you got fit, you got healthy, right? Did the UK, it did. It was called, I can't remember what it was called. Does anyone know? But in effect, yeah, they subsidised people's wage. Furlough, that was it. Furlough was the word they used to describe it, I think. But yeah, the companies would pay a certain percentage and the government would subsidise the rest. Yeah. I mean, there's pros and cons, right? Pros and cons for it. I mean, a virus is the biggest threat. A virus still is probably the biggest threat to humanity, to the species. What's the quiz question, Truth Seeker? Tell me, I missed it. The Irish version of it. I mean, I think it did expose a lot of highlights. I think you're correct. I think it did expose a lot of flaws, a lot of weaknesses. I mean, not to mention Partygate. Yeah, you remind me of someone. Yeah, that prick I know. You're that prick. I think I know you from somewhere. No, you don't. Yeah, I do. You're that prick. Yeah, probably a man-made virus to get rid of us at the bottom. I wouldn't be surprised. Interests can converge. Interests can converge. Absolutely. Furlough was a supplementary pay. It was, yeah. It's crazy, and I mean viral warfare. Hard to pinpoint, hard to place blame. Winston Churchill. Whenever someone says Winston Churchill, I remember seeing a statue of him actually. And the phrase, if you're going through hell, keep going. You'd make a brilliant old school EastEnders character. And Zoom seemingly replacing Skype overnight for no apparent reason. Zoom, Teams, right? Viewers aren't obligated to play. You're correct. Trends change instantly. Trends, that's what a trend is. And algorithms don't care about you. Absolutely, you're correct. Algorithms care about the viewers' interactions and get a job if you can't make money. I mean, I don't really disagree with anything you say there. Yeah. How you doing, underrated? I missed the hat. The hat is here. The hat is here. The hat is for the quiz only, though, right? The hat is for the quiz. But for you, underrated, I tip my hat to you. Good to hear. The largest mammal that ever lived is still alive. Is it the blue whale? That should be always. Nice to meet you, Rihanna. Beautiful name. Are you from South Africa by any chance? Antarctic blue whale. Yeah, I thought so. Giants of the ocean. Giants. In the UK. Never heard that name before. It's unique. What made you start doing these quizzes? Glad I stumbled across this. Yeah, you know what? It's a good question. So I go on YouTube. Here's a story. So I go on YouTube as much as the next person, probably more. Right at night, I'm scrolling. Anyway, one day this live thing popped up. And I won't go into details, but it was a little bit weird. Then I scrolled up again. The next one, personally, I thought this is a little bit strange. And then the next one, and the next one, you get the point, you get my drift. And I was like, surely there's something better that can be done, right? I mean, a lot of it is a spectacle, isn't it? A spectacle, sensationalism. You know, it's bold, it's loud. From what I've seen anyway. And I thought there's other things that can be done with it. So what do I do? You know? So I set up a stream. Laugh, learn, have a good time, chill, talk. You see, I'm from the era of the early 2000s and 90s. Basically the era before social media. For the young people in the chat, you know, they won't even know what it was like. But if you're from that generation, you know. Man, we had it all, didn't we? We had it all. I guess I just want to bring a bit of that back. Yeah, we are. I'm 40 this year. I'm 40 this year. How did it happen? So you know then, even underrated, you know. Teddy, you know. Man, that era, knocking for people, talking, chatting, you know. So I've blended a bit, tried to blend a bit of that. 36. Love to hear it, man. My son's birthday today. Man, happy birthday to your son. Happy birthday to your son. What's on the, you guys do anything? Is he like any particular type of food? You guys going out to eat? Did you get him a gift, present? Or is it just a bit of family time? A Walmart Bradley Martin. No, I don't think so. More like Timo. More like Timo. Using a phone box to make calls. No, they're just used as using a phone box. Oh, 10p, 10p, 20p. You just brought back you just re-emerged a memory. The phone box. Oh, beautiful times. What about going back home, asking mum and dad can I have more time? You're asking for more time. Like 20 minutes more. Also, just playing on the streets. Right? Was it? It felt safer back then. He's 33. So what? Mum's cooking is mum's cooking. He's out on the boat. He lives in the water. So seafood for dinner then. Yeah. Walmart, Bradley, man, that's too much. You know, you're speaking too highly of me there, my man. Walmart, jeez. You know, we were just talking about Tesco meal deals earlier. You upped it. You upped it with the Walmart. You gotta bring it back down to reality. Yeah, the BT phone boxes. Check in. When you went in there, you always check. Someone left a little cheeky 20p, 50p in there. Never a quid. I found a few 20p's. Yeah. BT phone boxes. Beautiful. I don't know if there's any more about, actually. No tax. Oh, don't get me started on the... Yeah. Tax. You know what I mean? 80%, was it 70% of the earth is covered in it. Paper bus passes. Was it 20p, 40p for a ticket? £2 for a daily travel card. Just circle them. £2 for a travel card. Mate, we got, from my experience, like, well, I don't know, like, I don't want to get too much into it. I don't know the inner workings of the companies, but mate, the companies are massively in debt. Yeah. And they're giving out bonuses left, right, and centre to all their top execs. How? How? Why? My dad worked for GKNs in Telford. 300,000. Yeah, that was an era though. 300,000 phone boxes. Where are they now? Scrap metal. No, property tax and local taxes. Yeah. Inheritance tax. Imagine that. By some good graces, you've had some people who have left you something. Who have probably worked real hard. Yeah. I was going to use an explicit word then, but I paused. And then to give that to you, when you get that, you get taxed for inheriting something that they've already been taxed on. I don't know. I used to change the date on my weekly travel card with a pen. We liquidated since 1931. Check the Gold Standard Act. Hence promise to pay now. I've heard about that. You can wrap things up in trusts. I mean, that is the great thing about the internet, the access to information. Remember in Ireland when they tried to bring in water tax, everyone just parked their cars in there until the council eventually gave up. Yeah. I mean, fair play to you lot. Fair play to you lot. Sometimes put all property into trust for protection. So was it just your council trying to do it? Or was it everywhere? Wallabies. Well, it depends on the challenge. Kickers. Kickers. What is the challenge? It's a tongue twister. Hmm? That thing you're sucking on? It's not a pina colada. Can't even remember now. I was a young lad when they tried to bring it in. We got a joke in the midst. We got a joke in our midst. Why did cows wear bells? Go on. Because their horns don't work. Happy Thursday. Like Friday. We are in the UK. We've just got into Friday. Another few hours. I'll tune into the rugby on Saturday. England v Scotland. Who is it? It's not, what is it? Ireland. If it's England, Scotland, it's got to be Ireland, Italy. And then what? France, Wales. Yeah. Evening, Siobhan. I'm a bell. Mate, you're a shining beacon. You're a shining beacon. And you're so good that when the light turns off, you ring the bell so people can hear you. I've been alright. I've been alright. How about yourself? It's been a while, Miss Lawler. Wales and Scotland, beautiful places. Whereabouts you been? Any places you recommend? Being in the military, I'm sure you've done a few training camps in those areas. The Scottish Highlands, the Welsh Valleys. Grand. You know, I got chatting to this Irish bloke. Yeah, thank God it's Friday. Yeah. TG. Mr. Random, how you doing? Best place I've been is St. Lucia. Gorgeous over there. Gorgeous. Always. Hit me with it. Strange but funny. I'm intrigued. Yeah, St. Lucia's gorgeous. Soft currents, warm waters. Families are going to have to see them tongue. Dogs play. Dogs play. Nothing wrong with it. Hopper, I never heard that one. I've had a few people describe me as someone. I never heard Hopper. I'm going to look him up now. Let me look him up. I see it. I kind of see it. I kind of see it, especially. What do you think, Hopper? Jim? Yeah. I actually see it. I actually see it. That's crazy. In season 4. You know what? I never even started watching it. I will now, though. I will. I've been wanting to. I love sci-fi. Yeah, let's get Friday going. Mr. Random. You are definitely Mr. Random. I know I won't. I know it already. I'm kind of scared. Because I'll binge watch it. That's what will happen. And I'll lose 2-3 days. That's a great take, though, Fran. It's not normal that someone says something I'm like, you know, you look, because I hear it all the time, you look like this. We just had Bradley Martin. Someone said I look like Bradley Martin. Nah, I don't see it. But I see this. I see Jim. Really good mix of stuff. Yeah. I've heard great. No, I've never had a bad word spoken about it, to be honest. Who remembers the advert, the 4 stages of box set with Idris Elba? Who remembers that advert? The 4 stages of box set. It was called box set back then. That's how long ago this advert was. Please stop. I'm also drunk, so ignore me. Unless you agree, in which case I meant everything I said. Theodore. What a great name that is. Theodore. Let me look up where that name stems from. It's got to be regal. Theodore name origin. Yeah, Theos, that's it, of course. Ancient Greek origin. Theodorus has been used for many centuries, gaining popularity through early Christian history and notable figures like Theodore Roosevelt. Nicknames: Theo, Ted, and Teddy. Makes sense. Key facts about the name Theodore: meaning gift of God. Origin: Theodorus. Nicknames: Theo, Ted, and Teddy. Guess your origin. I found. I'm gonna go Turkish. I'm as close to Turkey. Kurdish? Turkey. Greek? I'm thinking of countries around Turkey. Vodka is good now and then. Don't know about that. I don't know. I found as a Persian name from Persia. Iran. Iran is a neighbor? Direct? No, I'm not from Lancashire. No. It's a direct neighbor. I've got to look at a map now. Georgia, Armenia, Syria. You also border with Iraq? Yeah, same here. I thought Iran was way further out, yeah. I mean, Turkey is the divide between Europe and the Middle East. And Asia, actually. Yeah. Or you could just shout, Theodore. You could just shout, I think. That would cause the same thing. 95%. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Unless you're in Istanbul. Not from Lancashire. Not from Lancashire. Not a fan of Asia. Why? You don't like Chinese food? Come on. Come on. You don't like a chicken chow mein? Crispy chili beef? Oh, fan. No, I'm not looking up anymore. I've already seen Jim Hopper, who I actually agree with. I actually agree with that. Well, go on then. You sparked my interest. You guys are good. You guys are very good. Yeah, I see it as well, Dario. I see it. What can I say? I'm completely not unique. We've had Dario, we've had Bradley Martin, we've had Jim Hopper. And who's this? Who's the other one? Yeah, what the hell? What is this? You guys are conspiring. Your interests are converging. Yeah, or none. Man of many or zero. If you're everyone, you're zero. And Ellen. I see it. I see it. Had some crazy things about her recently. The Jim Hopper one, 100%. The Jim Hopper one, yeah. That's got to be the closest one. That's closer than this Dario guy. Mr. Garcia. Beautiful profile picture from what I can see. Ellen DeGeneres, that's fair, man. I'll take it. Basically calling me a lesbian. Anyone seen the comedian Paul Chowdhury? You look like one of them. A man of many continents. Mate, yeah, apparently she's on one as well. She's on one as well. I'm not getting to it now. No data. No data. No data. How you doing? You know who else I got as well? I got Diego Costa. I was happy with that one. I got Diego Costa. I was happy with that. And that was when I was in Spain. Flew into Madrid. Jumped in a cab outside the airport. First thing. course, he can't speak the language. So it's like, hola, buenas, buenos dias, como, whatever, you know. And I couldn't speak it, so I was like, inglés, por favor, you know. No habla español, inglés, por favor. And he was like, Diego Costa. And I knew immediately. This might be Yemenite. I've never heard of this, but let's look up the history. An ancient community with roots tracing back to biblical times, traditionally residing in Yemen. Should have given me a signature as Diego. Yeah, imagine. He was, you know what, he was at Chelsea at the time as well, I think. What a player as well. What a player. Even back then, it meant something. You know, I hear Roy Keane speak, and then I go back. You know, they got on Sky. They do the old school reruns. I'm just like, man, these guys were actually going to war on the pitch. Look at the Vieira-Keane rivalry. Man. Yeah. Different. It's changed. A lot of sports have gone quite soft. Spain was beautiful. I've been to a few places there. Because from the UK, first of all, it's cheap. You can get flights from London to all major cities in Spain in a couple of hours. A couple of 1,000 miles, you're there in a couple of hours in the plane. So it's cheap. I wouldn't know from a working perspective, living, jobs, cost of living, that kind of thing. But it is beautiful. It is a beautiful country. It is a beautiful country. I enjoyed there. You got beaches, you got mountains, you got culture, you got history there. You're next door to Portugal. Madrid flies out to all major cities. Madrid's a massive airport. At football, I'd say they're probably odds on. They're probably I don't know. It's close actually with England. It's close. Weather-wise, for sure. Weather-wise, for sure. It's the most popular destination for Brits. It's the most popular. You got that right. It's the most popular destination for Brits. Spanish resorts. You got a job out there or something, fam? You got a job opportunity. I don't know. I got a soft spot for home. The views are tremendous. I would agree with you on that. Some beautiful scenery on the beaches in particular. Some beautiful scenery. Oh, come off it. Have you ever heard of the UEFA Nations League? think we're on the up. Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't really comment on it. I don't know enough about it, but from what I do know, it's the most popular destination for Brits. And Sam's right. Good food, good wine. They're right on the Mediterranean, so the seafood's going to be epic. Portugal's next door. A paella or two. One thing I noticed, actually, you know what? Food is one of the major things I noticed there. I go there quite often, actually. And the food, you can go and get a decent meal for about 12 euros. Call it about a tenner. And they'll come with a fermented veg. They'll come, a little bit of sauerkraut, something pickled, and a salad. That's how they'll start the meal. They'll come out and give that with a bit of bread. Just a nice, completely different, completely different to the UK, where they'll come load you up on carbs straight away. Nice way of eating. 3-course meal, 12 quid. Get the salad. When I went for breakfast, they gave me some eggs, in a ramekin. Just put it in the oven. Eggs with some tomato paste, olive oil, some veg, a few herbs, some seasoning. Beautiful. I finished it off. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I got to agree with Samuel. Not calorie heavy. You don't feel. Yeah. And then when I went to Portugal, I got to agree with you on that. Yeah, it's a different way of living. I'm sure. I don't know, but I'm sure there's some thought gone into it from the politicians about keeping their nation healthy. I'm sure they're doing something around that. Or it's just their way of life. Siestas are, I think it's a habit that's kind of slipping away, to be honest. I don't see much of it. I think they just open a bit later. I think the times has changed. They open a bit later. I'm thinking about Spain and Norway. Norway and Spain. There's some kind of war for living anymore. Man, you do what you got to do. You do what you got to do. But Norway, I don't think you're going to get a lot. That's the second most popular destination in Europe. You get all the Scandinavian countries who don't get much sunlight buying property in Spain for things like retirement and stuff. So, I don't know if you're a fan of the cold, you go to Norway. 51 degrees here in Antarctica. Does Antarctica have any inhabitants? Or are you a renowned scientist living in the largest desert on Earth? You thought about Svalbard? You heard of Svalbard? I need to put you in touch with someone. If you heard of Svalbard, have you heard of that, Irfan? No, it's just nature. We didn't turn into a fish every day. Yeah. Well, yeah. I couldn't agree more. Where you live has got a lot to do with how you look at the Mediterranean diet. So healthy, rude health, these people. You go over to Greenland with the Eskimos, and they're eating pure fish. And that's it. Seals, fat, and protein. And they're also in rude health. Non-processed foods, for sure. Svalbard. SVAL. I think it might be part of Norway or Denmark. I'm not sure. But tell me, Irfan, if you know. If you look it up, Svalbard, SVAL. I'll put you in touch with someone. Hey, boss, can I get an opinion? Because of the empire, that became very varied, but to combat seasonality, we doubled down and preserved and processed foods. So, again, agreed. During World War II, the Germans were sinking a lot of the boats, in an attempt to defeat us, right? So a lot of the boats, of course, were an island. A lot of the boats were getting sunk by the Germans. As a result, the government created something called rations, where they'd give you a certain amount of calories, a certain amount of macros, proteins, fats, etc. That generation after was the healthiest the British had been. Of course, after that, with inventions of things like the microwave, packaged food had its rise. And we've been on the brink since then, I think. Someone said everything comes over from America. I agree. Probably the level of obesity is probably not far off. You haven't heard of Svalbard? Look it up if you're a petroleum engineer. SVALBARD. Keep tuning in when you can, and if the gentleman is also around, formerly, yeah, it's a Norwegian, lies under the sovereignty of Norway. I'm just doing a search for you. Petroleum engineers. Shifting away from... They're saying it's petroleum engineering opportunities in Svalbard are extremely limited. While Norway has a strong oil industry with high salaries, Svalbard itself is transitioning to renewable energy, making traditional petroleum engineering roles scarce. Demand mostly focused on energy transition and decarbonisation projects. If that's something you're into, let me know. Baked beans. And that's the point. Baked beans. I don't know if you're referencing this, but in World War II, they used to make the beans with a little indentation in the can. So soldiers could put their tea light candle. They could light their candle to get some light and a hot tin of beans. Absolutely correct, Charles. Shiro, how have you been? Long time no here. Good to hear from you. Yeah, that's what this channel's about, Positivity, passing it forward, helping when we can. But keep going. Keep going, my man. Baked beans. Yeah. Baked beans with a tea light candle. Check it out. Ingenious marketing. Ingenious. So that soldiers on the front line could put a tea light candle in their tin and have a hot tin of beans. That's what everyone wanted when you came back. And so it started, the rise of packaged foods. It's not so much me, it's the people in the channel, but yeah. Why not, eh? Why not? Busy last day. You're moving. Have fun. Hit subscribe. We'll speak soon. You get a notification. If you sub, you get a notification rather than scrolling, coming up across me by accident. Now we've got a couple of things going tonight, guys. We got the classic Terry's chocolate orange. If you don't know, now you do. Yeah, stay in touch. Stay in touch. I'd love to hear about your journey. Hope it goes well, man. Good luck to you. And Mrs. Hodge, we also have the Cheetos. I don't care. I'm doing it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Echo the thoughts of Charles. Spot on, mate, with the snacks. I kept it light. I kept it light with it. They do a jalapeno flavour, which also is nice, but if I bought two, you know, it's a slippery slope. It's a slippery slope, then the McDonald's starts. Oh, don't. No snacks after 10. Yeah. No snacks after 10. It's the best time. It's the best time for snacks. I like a drink. I'm partial. What's been my go-to at the moment? I'll have one on Saturday when I watch the game. England v Scotland. It should be a cracker. I'll probably end up having a couple. Again, slippery slope, but I go through phases. I go through phases of different drinks. How about yourself? Any recommendations? Fanny's thinking about trying to get a job. He's got some problems in his where he's at the moment, but he seems highly skilled. He's a petroleum engineer. I don't mind a Peroni. I don't mind it. It's I normally had it with a shandy, if I'm being honest. Asahi has been recently my recent phase. Asahi. I did go through a phase of Blue Moon, Belgian beer. That's been the most recent ones, I think. The Guinness, classic Guinness. I've tried. You just tried it. How'd you find it? Cobra with a ruby. It's spot on. Blue Moon is a class beer. Yeah, don't mind. Went through a crazy phase of that with Blue Moons. Yeah, nice Belgian beer. Asahi I've really been liking. Pairs well with the cheese and onion crisp. All pairs well with crisp, doesn't it? Yeah. Pairs very well the orange. Desperado, I'll give you that tequila flavor. Again, not a bad choice. Cheese and onion, salted peanuts. Yeah. I'm gonna go buy my snacks for the game tomorrow. I mean, you know what? I'll be asleep by half time. Dry roasted. That's an old school fella. You're a hard one. That's a hard man. That's a hard man. Dry roasted, hard man. Yeah. John Jay. Dry roasted, a couple of dry roasted fans. I like the early ones, to be honest. Yeah. How you doing? How you doing, Big Ma? How's things? Good to hear. Good to hear. Much planned for the weekend? And he's a petroleum engineer. No, down south. Down south. Caramelized cashews. Oh, you thrown something into the mix here, Mrs. Hodge. A caramelized cashew. Yeah, with a gentleman, petroleum engineer. Where was he from? Turkey. No, he was on the border of Turkey. Iran. He's from Iran. Looking for jobs abroad. I recently tried almonds. Can you believe that? I never really tried almonds before. Wish I hadn't. Not really my thing. They're nice, but when sober, they're too sweet. How do you find the Guinness? You know what I used to do? Now, I shouldn't even really be saying this, but when you tried the Guinness, one thing we used to do is just put a bit of Ribena in the Guinness. Not anymore now, obviously, when we were younger. If you know about the snake bite, it's kind of like that. Put a bit of Ribena in the Guinness. Or Guinness of blackcurrant. Yeah, basically that. Tastes like a red velvet cake. Yeah. You guys are going to get me on a mad one. You might see me go live for a couple of weeks after Saturday. Oh, I'll tell you what though. As you get older, the hangovers are just hell, aren't they? The hangovers are from hell. Don't. I had a few Christmas presents still there in the cupboard. What do you mean? He just wants money. The channel's not even monetized. What he wants is money from his free channel. If anything, I'm losing money. Paying for the electric, charging my phone, looking at people like Jim Hopper, Bradley Martin. Had to buy this stand to put the phone in. What the hell? The eye's fucking screwed, mate. The eye is screwed. Too many concussions. All the terrible hangovers come with doing a tad more than drinking. Drinking starts it though, doesn't it? A series of events have been set in motion that cannot be undone. Your mind after the first sip. No. Can I get a refund? A refund of what? You want to refund your time? That's not how time works, my friend. Time is a valuable commodity. Feel free to scroll on. No, but sure, I appreciate it. The eye's messed up still, man. I need to see someone. I've got to be honest, I don't want to go there because I know they're going to say, I know there's a problem. Yeah, IQ. Highest level of IQ. Anyone seen that movie, Time, with Justin Timberlake? Yeah. The missus is like, what are those? Oh. How did those little sandwich bags get in there? The little sandwich bags. I'm on a diet. Stop. Oh, those little sandwich bags. I'm on a diet. Come on. You put one almond in there. Stop. You guys are too much. You guys are too much. I love it. He wants to laugh and eat Monster Munch, but when you read between the lines, this guy's a monster. Now, you've said monster twice. There is no reading between the lines with you. You are bold. The writing is on the wall. Bro, are you still here? Asking about refunding time. It would sound just like you. Well, you know what? I'll take that as a sincere compliment. I have all the respect for Chris Eubank Sr. and Derek Chisora, Del Boy. Two great boxers. Isn't Chisora fighting Deontay? I've seen that come up in the feed. You sound so much like you, Bank. A stupendous confectionery. You're from Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe. So you're on the border of South Africa. Zimbabwe is the only country where I've been a millionaire. You're my Apollo. And you are my challenger. For those that don't know, Challenger was the first spaceship that disintegrated on re-entry. I went there and you'd get £1 million notes. Were you there around that time? £1 million notes. Jinder Mahal from Timu. No, just talking about inflation. So you'd go there and like 100 quid would be worth like, you know, £1 million. You'd have notes worth £1 million. Swahili. Yeah, probably a few languages. Ship management, Spurs. Probably true for a lot of the African countries. Mrs. Hodge, good night, sleep well. I mean, you think of the natural resource Africa's got. You've got the Gold Coast. Not to mention the scale. Corruption can leak in quite quickly. I think you'd be good at it, Sharon, to be honest. You starting a new job, by the way? Good night, Miss Hodge. Hope you do well. Well done, by the way. Congratulations on the new gig. It's true, but constructed that way. Wow. Wow. Yeah, Charles. You know what? I'll put a post out for the next quiz. We'll get there. Keep a look at, probably at the weekend. Maybe just after, something like that. Wasn't there recently a coup in Madagascar? I mean, let alone what's going on in West Africa. Madagascar. October 2025, yeah. Potential profile colleague clashing with me. And maybe you are clashing with Cheryl. We need a home and away kit. Samuel sounds great. Yeah, it's about that time for me too. Ladies and gents, good night. Always a pleasure. Catch you soon.